Let's get into another topic, which was this one was really interesting. Someone asked, this was on Twitter. I don't have it up right now, but somebody asked trade deadline targets. And I don't know exactly who's going to be on the trade block. It's a ways away. But what are positions that you think the Ravens can try and trade for? Because offensive line is borderline impossible to trade for at the trade deadline. Like, nobody trades offensive linemen.
Yeah.
But wide receivers get moved every once in a while. Linebackers can get moved. Edge rushers, maybe. Von Miller got moved last year at the trade deadline. What are some positions that you think the Ravens should go after this trade deadline?
I definitely feel like if this is a proven year for Patrick Queen, I'll be honest. I do love Patrick Queen. You know, I know he is a guy that misses at 100 miles per hour type of guy. He has the potential. We all see it. I thought things would be getting better for him, especially having his previous linebacker coach back in as his defensive coordinator, and also having Zachary Orr back in the facility as well. And he's been continuing to have miscues, and I know it's still early. But I definitely feel like Patrick Queen could be a guy that's possibly moved. Also, I do feel like, we could possibly be going after a wide receiver, whether it's like a DJ Moore, Curtis Samuel type of guy. I know everybody, want us to go for like a Robbie Anderson. But honestly, if it's like a younger guy that's a solid number 2, or even maybe a Keenan Allen, because we've always talked about that. Lamar Jackson, in his career so far as a starter in the NFL, he has not had what Joe Flacco's had, which is a savvy vet that still can make plays and still can make himself serviceable. And Keenan Allen is the type of guy that, in my eyes, along with Rashad Bateman, makes himself serviceable. He doesn't require a lot, but unfortunately, in the offense that we play, he would be used a lot. And it also will take the pressure off of Rashad Bateman to get the numbers and yardage that he needs, along with Mark Andrews. So I definitely can see linebacker and wide receiver being a possible move. I wouldn't be surprised if we was to do go up to another corner just for the depth, and also maybe even put the plug in at the nickel position. Because if we're being truly honest, the Kyle Fuller injury it hurt the secondary. Yeah. Because having Marcus Peters, having the Marlon Humphrey, having the Kyle Fuller, that was supposed to bring us back to a certain extent. Marcus Williams, being the safety that he is helping us a lot. Kyle Hamilton is progressing week by week, so that's a beautiful thing. So I definitely can see us maybe possibly going at the nickel corner as well.
Yeah, I think obviously it's the teams that start trying to sell are the ones that are going to trade you a good player, and the Panthers could be one of those teams. When we see, you brought up DJ Moore earlier. Obviously, he's making good money, but the Ravens would have to, figure that out. But he's a player where it's like, hey, at least this is a guy making good money that is good and is unhappy with his situation, right? Like Odell was traded last year because of Baker. He wanted out. Or maybe it was 2 years ago. Sorry if it was 2 years ago, but I think it was last year. Von Miller was traded because he wanted out.
Yeah.
He didn't want to be with the Broncos anymore, and the Broncos were obviously not going in a direction that he wanted. They were really bad.
Right.
They had Drew Lock. So what are looking at the teams that are definitely going to try and rebuild? It looks like the Falcons. The problem is the Falcons don't have anybody at positions the Ravens would need. Obviously, they have AJ Terrell, but they're not trading AJ Terrell. He's too good to trade, unless the Ravens are giving up like multiple firsts, which they're not for AJ Terrell. So it's like, I don't know of anybody that I would think of. Like obviously, like Roquan Smith would be the dream. Thinking of Roquan Smith in the trade, that's perfect. That would be the ideal scenario. If we could get him, but